When it comes to getting beautiful detail shots on the wedding day and having those flat lays arranged and ready to go for a photographer, here are my tips. First and foremost, you're gonna make sure that the couples are aware of this process in advance and that they have all those details gathered and ready for you in the getting ready room so that when you walk in, you can just grab your bag and go. Now, I want you to bring beautiful fabrics and ring boxes and trays and platters and things like that to style with. Bring those details, bring the antique scissors, and bring all the stuff that you could possibly style with. Maybe you go get some beautiful like wallpapers and things like that that you can lay out and put stuff on top of. I think it's also really important to communicate both to the photographer and the videographer about this process and how that'll happen. Hey, would you prefer me to do the flat lay? Would you prefer to do the flat lay? Also, there can be a point of tension between these two teams when the photographer sits there and does all this layout work and then the videographer comes and like, oh, let me film that, right? Because they did all the work for it and then the videographer just gets to film it. So I think if you can address that in your ecosystem of wedding pros, then you're going to build a lot of respect, and that's where referrals are coming from. Okay, so just go ahead and get in front of that and talk it out with everybody. And those teams may be okay with that, but I just think acknowledging it and approach matters. I say that all the time. Another thing that can be an added source of revenue for either you or your photographer or video team actually is to do some of that in advance, either before or after the wedding. Grab those details and have space in a home studio where that is done, where you've got far more you can pull from to style with, okay? And then those items can be returned before or after the wedding. I think that a lot more elevation goes into our portfolio when we can work with that a little bit longer. Last tip, this probably should have been the first tip, make sure that your florist is involved in this process by providing extra stems or buds or things like that we can style around. And again, if you're doing things before or after, you'll have to coordinate that, but it's totally doable. I see it all the time. I hope this was helpful. Please like, please share, and please invite your fellow wedding planners to this supportive community. We would really love to have you.